Are Google local service ads or search engine optimization better for an HVAC or plumbing company? The answer might shock you because 3 to 5 years ago, my recommendations were completely different. And so I'm excited to make this video because I want to compare these two channels across 5 different metrics, because at the end of the day, it's important to know that they serve different purposes. They will meet you at different stages of growth in your business. And ultimately, you will run and use both of these channels when your business reaches a certain level of maturity. So let's talk about it, okay? The first way I'd compare local service ads to SEO is around the speed to getting a result. Local service ads, you can set them up, you can get them going, and you can get leads pretty much right away. I think the fastest we've ever gotten leads is within 3 hours of the ad going live. So that's very fast. If you look at search engine optimization, on the other hand, it can take several months to start getting real traction with this channel. Especially if you're a brand new business, just putting your Google profile up and getting a website going, it can be 3 to 6 months before anybody even finds you and discovers you. So the amount of time that you have to wait to produce a result is really different on these two channels. The second thing we want to look at is the actual cost per lead on these channels. Local service ads, you are charged based off of the actual leads that you acquire, okay? So somebody calls you, you get charged for the lead, whether you close it or not. But you have a pretty good idea of what that cost is going to be when you look at your reports and you monitor on an ongoing basis. The change in the cost is not going to be much over time. Okay, it's going to stay about the same or continue to rise as more competitors join the field. Now, when you look at SEO, this is something that compounds over time, and the price of acquisition for a lead to this channel starts to drop as time goes on. So what we see in the most efficient campaigns that we have running for our HVAC and plumbing clients is like, okay, let's say a lead is costing $75, for a service call on local service ads. During peak season, we can see that same cost for a local service ad come through the Google Business Profile and on average be something like $15 to $25. So the price of that lead goes down over time, the better that your SEO gets. And so that's a huge plus for that channel. The third thing I would look at is the actual lead quality. So local service ads, you're going to get really high quality leads, and you're going to be able to rate and somewhat dispute the leads that come through that aren't good or aren't a good match. And over time, you'll get better and better quality, okay? You're still going to get some stuff through there that's not great, but it's going to be high intent people that are ready to go. On the SEO side, you're going to get all kinds of different leads. You'll also probably get quite a bit of spam. So the better your SEO goes, the more phone calls you're going to get, but people aren't necessarily getting qualified before they reach out to you. They could even be reaching out to you because they think that you're hiring. Okay, whereas local service ads, you're not going to get people that are calling you because you're hiring, and you're not going to get charged for those calls if they do. So the intent of the leads is more or less the same, but there's less qualifications getting put in front of somebody coming through a regular Google search on the SEO side. All right. The fourth thing I want to talk about is an important one, and that is volume. Okay, that's volume. So the typical search behavior that we're seeing right now in the marketplace is that while many people do click on the local service ads, this is still less than a fifth of everybody that comes to a search engine result page. So what does that mean for the other 80%? They're going down the page past the ads because they don't trust the ads to find the organic results. They're looking at who's in the maps pack. They're looking at who's in the recommended list that comes after that, and they're making their decision from there. So for local service ads, the more competitors that advertise on the platform, the more those leads get split up among the competitors. So that 20% that's clicking on the ads is now getting distributed by more and more and more competitors, and that volume starts to shrink over time. Okay? If you're in a market where you are the only person advertising, where there's only a couple of others, you're in a sweet spot. Ride that train as long as it lasts, okay? Because it's not going to stay forever. If we look at the SEO side, this is where you will get more volume over time, okay? Because that other 80% is a large number of people that still need the help and support with your services. They're skipping over the ads and they're looking at everything else. We've seen in many cases that the leads and calls that are produced through SEO are 5 to 10 times what local service ads will produce. And so the volume that's available through that channel is bigger, And there's a lot of different ways to capture it, okay? Finally, the fifth thing that I want to talk about here is about investment, okay? And so local service ads takes a minimal investment. You set it up, you get it going, and really it's about the operational effectiveness of your company that drives the success of that channel. So if you're good at call answering, you're good at call handling, you are also getting reviews on an ongoing basis, that channel will continue to perform well for you. If you look at SEO, it's a different beast, okay? Because you have to invest money up front in order to reap the rewards later, but it does compound over time. And so when we're looking at doing marketing for a newer business, oftentimes we suggest delaying SEO because local service ads can get the result right now, can start building an ROI, can start building a pipeline. You can troubleshoot and work through any operational issues. And then when the business is more cash flow positive and in a healthier place, then you can lean into spending thousands of dollars a month on good SEO, and you can afford to wait till the next season in order for it to take effect, okay? And so both of these are necessary to dominate your market. But depending on where you are in the business might dictate which channel you want to put more emphasis or more budget or more time behind. And so in the end of the day, you do want both. We typically recommend local service ads. You run those all the way up. You can get all the way up into your first million, even a little bit more than that with just local service ads, okay? Once you're at that stage, you can turn around and you can invest $2 to $3 grand a month in search engine optimization, and it's not going to eat up your entire budget. You'll be able to produce results with local service ads while that starts scaling up. And you got this beautiful marriage between these two platforms that will outproduce any single platform left on its own. Because that's the piece that's missing here, right? Did you know that you can produce 4 to 5 times the total number of leads just by executing on both platforms instead of one? We'll talk about that in another video soon. But for now, if you're interested in learning more about local service ads, we've got a great free course available for you called Get HVAC Leads Now. You can find that in the description below this video. Everything you need to know about getting them set up, launched, optimized, and troubleshooting them to get as much as possible out of it. If you're a little further along in your journey and you're not quite getting the search engine results you want from your current agency or provider, we see this a lot. Results plateau over time. Now you need an expert and somebody who really knows how to drive results in this industry and keep things moving forward and stay atop and stay afloat with all the current changes in the environment with AI right now. That's us. We do this for a living. We'd be excited to help you out with this. Please schedule a discovery call with me or somebody from my team from the link in the description below this video. We'd love to help you out, see where you're at in your journey, and then help you establish the next steps and get you going, moving forward in the right direction. That being said, I appreciate you for watching this video. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.
Thanks so much for watching my video. If you like this one, you'll love some of the other videos we have posted here on our channel that help blue-collar business owners get more out of their digital marketing. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos. If you got questions or comments, post them below. I look forward to catching you on the next video. Bye for now.